Hey, it's Raven's Darkness, and I have an announcement to make. I finally went down to Point Pleasant, West Virginia to see the Mothman Museum and to visit the Mothman statue as courtesy of being a big fan of Fallout 76. Going down to Point Pleasant was really fun to see the Mothman Museum. The entire town is very Mothman and Fallout orientated, which is really cool. There's a lot of fun things to see, and this statue is just incredible. You can see a lot of the details in this statue, and I made sure to get a lot of nice pictures of the Mothman statue, and you can just see the intricate detail that they had go into the statue, which is very cool. I love the eyes, all the details in the wings, just everything about it is very cool, very neat, and there's a nice little plaque to tell you a little bit about him. And he sits between the museum and some other fun stores, as you can see here. And even his rear end is very defined. Inside of the Mothman Museum is actually very big. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be, and there is a lot of stuff to explore and to read about. There's a lot of props from the Mothman prophecies, as you can see here in this clip. It shows you a lot of the Mothman prophecies, the uniforms, part of the displays in the movies that they used, and just a lot of various things that came from the film as well. But a lot of Mothman related stuff. All of the documents that are displayed in the display cases are all articles and documents, original documents and newspaper clippings from when the Mothman sightings first occurred. And they're all original pieces. It's not replicated anything. And they have a neat little Mothman backgrounds on the walls, which are very well done. It was very enjoyable to walk around this museum. They have a lot in here. Then they have a huge part of a diner that used to be in existence around here of a lady that was a big influence. Right here, all of her shop stuff was donated for the restaurant that they worked at. They have a back part here. This window goes into a different store, which was actually pretty funny. That's right next door that sells a lot of stuff. Then they have this screening room here. This screening room is it tells you about the documentary. So you can sit back there and watch the documentary if you'd like to, if you have enough time to. And when you're exploring around the museum. I spent well over an hour in here looking around, taking my time, and just having really good fun. There is a decent amount of people that would come in and out of the museum. So the main doors are right there next to that Mothman statue. It only cost $5 to go in there, and then there's a gift shop on the other side of that door, which is really nice. They have a lot of things to buy there that you can purchase, and you can also go online and purchase things if you want. They don't have everything online available that's in the store, but they do have a decent selection if you're interested. But they have all these little cool replicas and little models of areas that the Mothman would be in. This shot here shows you areas that the Mothman would be known to casually visit and to go to. So it's like a bunker and some abandoned buildings that used to be there. And there's a lot of detail and everything. Everything in the museum is orientated towards the Mothman and origins and stories and sightings, encounters, anything you'd want to know. Like, it's a very impressive museum. I didn't think the museum was going to be. I honestly didn't really. I didn't really know what to expect from this museum. I didn't expect it to be as large as it was. It's quite, and they have quite a lot of stuff in there, which is really nice. They also have a 24/7 Mothman cam that is on the statue that's outside, which is really neat. But you can just take your time and sift through everything, read all the articles, read everything that they have, and just really take a good look at all the things that they have there to offer. You can really see that the town is impacted very positively by all the Mothman stuff and just all the attention that they were able to get from this interesting cryptic encounter. I definitely loved everything I saw in here. I was very smitten by everything and excited consistently, and I loved the little displays such as the bridge right there, and then some props from the film were really nice to see as well. I definitely loved the wall decor that they had in here. I would definitely put that on my wall at home as fun, just for fun. But it was a really enjoyable, really fun time, and they have so much to see in there, which I was surprised to be in there as long as we were. They do close at 5 p.m. though, on sometimes, and I think it's Friday, Saturdays they close at 6. Make sure you check their hours before you head down there. You can always call, they'll answer the phone. I wish I paid attention to the rest of the town, because pretty much that entire town closes at 5 o'clock, which would have been nice to know, because when we noticed that, we kind of wrapped it up pretty quickly to go try to see some other places beforehand, because the store next door is really cool. They have Mothman mini golf in there. They also have an escape room here. I did know about that before going down, but I just didn't put the time into setting that up and doing anything. It was actually a last minute trip. I was able to go out with some people, and so it wasn't as organized as it should have been. And then we also had some delays in getting down there, which actually took away probably an hour or so of our time that we were able to spend there. We got there pretty late, and we were only going to be there for that one day. So plan it much wiser. There is actually quite a few really cool stores around here to go check out. So I highly recommend, if you can spend the whole day there, do the whole day if you can, because there's a lot to do, and it's a really nice little town. I loved it. I loved the town. I thought it was great. I wasn't a fan of how it closed so early, but you know, small towns, they're not going to be open very late, so that's what is expected. But it's really nice to see a lot of the Fallout gear. They anticipate a lot of Fallout fans coming to visit them, so you are welcome to dress up. They're not going to judge you for it. They expect it. They see it all the time. Being dressed up and doing stuff. I mean, people are always taking pictures outside of the Mothman statue, and you know, just doing stuff. But I called ahead of time just to make sure that we can come over and film things, just to make sure that was the case, and just to let them know that we were going to be doing that, and not to expect any problems from us. We just wanted to make sure we weren't going to be in anybody's way or be disrespectful. Because when going out to film, I want to make sure that everyone's comfortable. So I tried to cut out as much as possible from a lot of the people that were in here. Some people kept showing up in the video, so I tried to crop them out as much as possible. But we let them know that they were filming, that we were filming. I mean, but as you can see from the video, there is just like so much in here to look at. And they constantly have videos playing, talking about people that were originally part of this guy that wrote the book, and just all these article clippings on the walls, and all the little comic sketches and stuff like that. Was just really nice. I mean, I don't know what else to say except this place was really cool. It was really fun, and I had a great time. It was definitely a check off the bucket list of places to go see, and I couldn't have been happier. Definitely a wonderful experience, and it made me very happy to be able to go out there. Now, looking out this window here, when we come up here, there's the Mothman statue, and across the street there is a ice cream place called What's the Scoop, which we will touch on But as you can see, there's definitely a lot in here. You can chill and watch a documentary in one of the rooms, which is really nice and private and secluded. It's kind of like a little secret room in the back. You gotta walk through the diner to go to, through that doorway there. And they have all these great articles to read. Just really fun to be around. Lots of pictures opportunities. You can take as many pictures as you want. And it was just a great time. After gallivanting around in the museum, went back out front to see the gift shop and a little video. I got a whole bunch of stuff from here. I got this really cool military Mothman search team bag, a nice shirt, pins, buttons, comic books, a little frisbee, some street signs, some artwork. They had some really cool posters. I did go ham out on this and just really buy a lot of stuff. I was very excited to see it. There is a ton of things that you can get here, so be prepared to get a lot of Mothman swag. And as promised, we're going to revisit this little clip here that goes to the outside. This is right across the street from the Mothman Museum, the statue. There's this awesome ice cream shop called What's the Scoop. This ice cream shop was really cool. They have a whole bunch of cryptid themes in there, from the sheep squatch to the Flatwoods Monster to Mothman, Mothwoman. It's a lot of cryptic cool stuff in there. And of course, I had to get a Mothman milkshake, which, as you can see here, is super cute. And it was delicious. I really enjoyed that. This place was really neat. So definitely make the time to stop by this little shop. And then, as a bonus, we were able to check out a Browning's comic book shop that was open late for the Halloween parade. We were there on Halloween. So went in there. Super fun time in there. Lots of cool little things. Lots of Fallout stuff. Definitely got that t-shirt there in the picture. The owners were in there and they were so nice. I couldn't have been happier to have such nice people to greet us. This comic book shop's actually at an old bank, and they have an old bank door in the back that was legitimate. I thought it was a prop door, but it's not. And a whole bunch of old deposit box and stuff like that. But it's a small shop and definitely made the owner's night by making a good amount of purchases for them. That shirt is super soft. I definitely love it. It's probably my new favorite shirt. They designed that t-shirt design and it's really nice. So definitely make sure you stop by this comic book shop before you head out of Mount Pleasant. And before you head out of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. I'm Raised in the Darkness, and this was my Fallout trip.